Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, Adventure Rats. My name is Tanya. For those who are new here, those who aren't new, welcome back. So if you know us, you know we enjoy foraging for wild food. So I came across this plant that you'll see behind me last year, which is sumac. So the perfect time to harvest this is late August, early September. This is Staghorn Sumac. There is a poisonous sumac, but it's very easy to distinguish between the two. The poisonous one has hanging white berries, whereas you'll see on this one, I'll give you a close-up in a minute, they're an upright cone and they're like a deep red. So we're gonna harvest some of these. Today is a good day to be harvesting the sumac. It's been dry for a couple days now. It's just overcast today, but we're supposed to get rain later this afternoon. So if you do get rain before you pick these, it will wash away some of that lemony flavor, which you don't want. I also wanted to mention the leaves, just as a verification. They're these beautiful fronds. The leaves go out directly across from one another, and they're a little bit jagged on the end. So very easy plant to distinguish. So these are the ones that you're going to want, the bright red. As they age, they turn to a brown color, but they lose their flavor. So as you'll see, they're a beautiful color. They're fuzzy to the touch, almost like velvet, and they're a little bit sticky. So to know if these are ready, you just kind of rub your finger across it. If it tastes lemony, it's ready. So we're going to pick some more of these. Look at this beauty. It's huge. It's gorgeous. So it's not actually the seeds that you get the flavor from these. It's the actual velvety little fine hairs that are on the outside of this. So we're going to finish picking this and then we're going to take them home and I'll show you how to process this. So we ended up getting a fairly good harvest of our sumac. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in my dehydrator. If you don't have a dehydrator, put it in your oven on your lowest setting, and that's going to go anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. So these are quite big, so I don't think they're going to fit completely full in my dehydrator, so I'm going to have to break these down. So if you can see, this comes in little branches basically, and then there's these little tiny flowers. Inside is the seed. So we're just going to break this apart, let this dehydrate, and then I'll show you the process from there. So I have the sumac, it's been dehydrated now, so we're going to move on to the next step. So now we want to take these individual little flower buds. They're attached to a stalk inside, so that all has to come apart off the stalk. So then you'll end up with just the flower buds themselves with none of the woody part. But don't throw that woody part away. Make sure you keep this because we're going to make something else with that. So it is a bit time consuming to do this, but if you want to watch TV or something while you're doing it, it makes the time go past a little faster. So now that you have all your berries separated from the stalks, we're going to go and put them into the food processor. You can do this with a mortar and pestle too if you want, but this is much quicker. So that's what we're looking for. You can see you've got the velvety part of the flower, And there you'll see the seed. The seed is what we're trying to get rid of. That's not the part that has the flavor. So once you have that all ground up in your food processor, then that's going to go into a sieve. And you're just going to work all those little hairs through the sieve and sieve out the seed. You can use a spatula or a spoon. I like just using my hand to do this. You want to scrape the bottom of the bowl too, because it just sticks to the sieve. And it's that you're looking for. So as I said, as you're taking the berries off these, that's what you end up with in the middle, the stalk. And there's still quite a few berries on that. You can't get them all off. But this stuff still has a ton of flavor in it. So if you save it in a glass jug container like this one, or a big mason jar or something, put all your scraps in there, fill this with water. You don't have to fill it, do it halfway to see how much flavor you're going to get. And then just set this on your windowsill or your counter for a couple of days and let it infuse. And then this is going to make a lemonade. So you can adjust the flavors you like with either sugar, stevia, honey, or add other herbs into it. I'll probably put some mint in this because I have such an abundance. So yeah, it's a nice refreshing drink and nothing goes to waste. So this is the beautiful spice that you end up with, the gorgeous color. The taste of this, tangy, lemony, it's very lemony. So it's just like tasting fresh lemon juice. So anything that you cook with that you would use lemon with, you can use sumac for. And you don't need a lot of this. This goes a long way because the flavor is quite intense. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please help us out by subscribing and liking the channel.